Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals Podcast, episode 112. Are you ready? Your eyes are mine, caught in my electro web. Who's a what's it? It's Nintendo Pals! Fellow Nintendo Pals. My name is Andros, and I am one of the hosts of the Nintendo Pals podcast, the show all about Nintendo and friendship. And I am joined, as I am joined each and every week, by my fellow Nintendo pal and all-around awesome guy, Micah.
Yep.
Mike, I gotta ask, how the heck are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm doing pretty good too. I don't know what happened there in the intro. Something came over me. But feeling good now.
But yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, it's been a good week. There's a lot of Nintendo news to cover. And yeah, I don't really have much else to report on. But Micah, before we jump into what we've been playing, I gotta ask, do you know what we're doing tonight?
Well, we do every Friday night.
We try to take over the world of Nintendo podcasts, and we do that through 5-star reviews. So if you would like to help us take over the world, or even if you don't want to help us take over the world, please leave us a 5-star review. That's everybody. So everybody should leave us a 5-star review that is listening to this. If you have not yet left us a 5-star review, please do. You can leave us 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Spotify, and Audible. All those places let you leave 5-star reviews. Audible actually lets you leave 3. There's like different categories, and you can leave five stars in all the categories. It's pretty cool. We don't have any new ones to shout out this week, but if you leave us a 5-star review, we'll shout you out at the start of the show. We'll read off your review and feel good about ourselves. Yeah. So if you don't leave those 5-star reviews, we don't feel good about ourselves. And you know, that stinks. That's not what I was trying to imply, but that's where I went with it. Micah, how do you feel about 5-star reviews?
I like them.
Me too. Well, speaking of like them, how about them video games? Why don't we talk about video games in the first segment of our show? What you playing? Mike, I'll let you go first. What have you been playing lately, man?
Fortunately, I forgot my Switch like 6 feet away, so I'll probably forget a couple things. But I finally got around to playing some Ori and the Blind Forest.
Nice.
That we ended up winning on.
Barely a Gaming Podcast?
Yep, on their Who Wants to Win an Indie Game segment they do on occasion. It was quite fantastic, and we didn't embarrass ourselves as bad as I thought we might. So it was a win all around.
Yeah. And also, we got gypped in that game, man. The last question we failed on. You remember?
Oh, yeah. Good old OXO.
Yeah, OXO. That's not a multiplayer game. But it was kind of technicality.
Yeah.
It was definitely a technicality. And we won an indie game, so I'm happy.
It's the indie game I wanted to win anyways, so.
Yeah. What was the grand prize again? Wasn't it?
I think it was
Stray, right? Yeah. No, that would have been cool too.
Or
I've heard it's good. But now I'll never know until it comes to the Nintendo Switch. Bring it over. Port it over.
And then you can buy it and not have time to play it.
Yeah, perfect. Just I feel a little targeted with that statement.
Well, you should just a little bit. Besides that, I played some more Splatoon. I don't think I'd finished it last time we talked about it
Yeah.
on the show, but I've since finished it, and then also finished the little after secret level, which was kind of a pain in the butt. But I won't
Yeah.
spoil anything for that.
Yeah, if you beat all of the previous levels, it does unlock like a Champions Road-esque level at that's like post credits, I guess. I haven't done that. I was kind of speeding my way through the main line, and I'm at the final level, but did not get a chance to beat it yet. I wanted to beat it so we could both talk about it, but I guess we'll wait. I don't know if it might be too soon
Yeah, I think it gives people a little more time to finish it
before
so.
we give our thoughts. Some deep lore in this Splatoon world, man.
I just gotta say that they got a little bit of Luigi's Mansion up in that last level. Give you a little teaser.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. Anything else you want to
You
highlight?
should be. Probably. I think I probably played. No. That was it. I didn't play Majora's Mask this week, so
We
and I don't
played.
play it in my free time either.
We played Spelunky.
Ah, that's right. We made it to the first level of the Cosmic Ocean.
Yeah, we
Good
did.
times.
Well, that was just me and you, but we also beat the game just regularly with my son. So he's beat the game. He has finally got to see the ending of the game. He was very excited about that.
Yeah, and we randomly did that like our second run.
Yeah.
After the first run, which ended in like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah. And then now he wants to get to the Cosmic Ocean, so we're still playing through. Me and him are going to try and get to the Cosmic Ocean. He's very excited about the idea of the Cosmic Ocean. He was like, "It's cosmic, like Cosmic,
terrible.
the YouTuber." And I was like, "Yeah, well, his name is based off space. That's what this is based off of." This is funny.
Yeah. It does have a pretty cool like effect where the screen wraps around. So if you fall off like the bottom of the level, you come back on top and the
That is
side.
cool.
So it is pretty cool, but it's also a pain in the butt and
Yeah, it's really hard.
terrible to get to. Essentially.
Yeah. So you and I are kind of like thinking of doing it and trying to get as far as we can in the Cosmic Ocean. So for that, we gotta like have a really good setup, and you like have to have Kapala.
Oh, for sure. And if you have Vlad's cape, that's extra good because I believe it makes double the blood drop, if I remember correctly, and it doesn't cause you to blow up if you hit fire. Hopefully, I'm not making that up about the cape. You look a little surprised.
No, that makes sense because it's a vampire cape. But no, what I was surprised by in my head, I was thinking about there's further into the game you can pick up a cloning gun, so we could clone Vlad's cape.
Oh yeah,
For
that would be sweet.
That would be
That'd be
very
a pain in
helpful.
the butt, but
it
actually
really
not that much because
be.
you just be using the cape anyways, I guess. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but then you don't get the secret shop, which is also extremely nice.
Yeah,
you get like
you don't
a
get
whole bunch of bombs and stuff.
the spiders that drop the sticky, which you need to do a death skip to keep your second life.
Yeah, there's a lot of choice and like pathing that you have to like figure out for ideal runs in this game. It's a lot of fun. I still really enjoy my time with it. I finally did it, Micah. You already knew this. I already told you about this. I finally got the achievement: 1 million money in a Spelunky run. It took me so long, but I finally did it.
Yeah, that is one of the worst achievements because I like to go fast. I like the getting the no money and like the beating it in under 10 minutes or something. Those aren't too bad because you're just like cruising through the game.
Mm-hmm.
But this one has like so much planning. You have to get all this money.
I mean, kind of. Once you know the route, though, it's pretty fast because you just got to kind of speed run two rooms essentially.
Yeah, I mean, you get like 90% of your gold from those 2 rooms.
Yeah, so that's the way to do it. And Man, it's a pain. I had the ghost chasing me in those rooms. Both of those rooms, very scary. Like, it was not fun. Yeah, highly recommend Spelunky 2 if anybody out there is on the fence on trying it out. Just be warned, it's very hard. It's not for the faint of heart, but it's very fun if it's your style game.
Yeah, and it's usually very hard but fair,
Mhm.
except for when we made it to the sunken city that one time, and Hundoon just immediately broke the path that we had to take, and we both
Yeah.
died.
Yep, that was rough. That was a rough time.
But that's uncommon, usually.
Usually. So, that's Spelunky 2. Besides that, I played Zelda Breath of the Wild. If I said I had a list of like 10 words, including link, weapon, sword, shield. If I said any of those words, a voice software would pick it up and would say, "You just said link, wax your leg." So I had wax strips, and I had to wax my leg every time I said the forbidden words. By the end of stream, I had done 35 wax strips on my legs and was basically fully waxed on
Seems
one
like
leg and
an
halfway on the other.
excessive amount of wax strips to use to wax your legs.
I mean, I got long legs, man.
They must be short
like,
wax strips.
They're like little box.
So they're not like, I'm imagining these like foot long bad boys you're ripping off.
No. Oh, I got one right here. Leftovers.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, a hand-sized wax strip. Not fun. Not fun to get your legs waxed.
Depends on who you ask.
But
I think there were a lot of people that were enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm sure there was some good trickery happening in the chat. One of the words was chest, and if I said that one, I had to wax my chest. And I got tricked into saying that twice because someone said, "What's your favorite orchestral music piece?" I was like, "Orchestral?" And it picked up chest out of orchestral. It was like, "You just said chest." What? It's insane. I'm going to be doing more with that voice attack software. I'm going to see if I can find some ways to implement mods in games with that, because I think it'd be a lot of fun. It was such a fun challenge to do. Yeah, I'm excited to make the video for that one. Besides that, I didn't really have a whole ton of time to play other games this week. So, yep, that's it for me. I do want to mention though, and put this out into the universe. My kids are about done with Pokemon Smile, completing the Pokedex. So, Pokemon, please release an update to Pokemon Smile. It's not hard to release updates for that game. It is like 3 JPEGs per Pokemon of them moving. Like they just need to make artwork for it that is a super simple animation, and they could just push that out as an update so you catch more Pokemon. My kids are about done with the Pokedex, and that's a bummer because there's not like new discovery, and there's only 151 Pokemon, and it like repeats as you go as well, so you don't get a new one every time. But yeah,
that's impressive though.
They're brushing their teeth good. I gotta say that, as much grief as I gave that app as of being an idea, I was like, well, who would use this? It works very well for parents teaching their kids to brush their teeth. My kids love brushing their teeth, and they love the like gamification of doing that. So if only Pokemon Sleep was real, that would be so helpful.
Dreams would really come true.
Yeah, gamification of life is just it makes it a lot more fun. Put something you enjoy with it. So yeah, with that,
and then they'd have to come out with Pokemon Clean, where you just clean your house.
Clean your house. Pokemon dishes. I still think if I could just modify Pokemon Smile slightly to be Pokemon Shave, I'd be clean shaven all the time.
A little too clean shaven, baby.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'll
I
end
hate
with you
having
shaving your
facial hair, but
eyebrows and your hair.
I'm
You
just
shave everything.
completely shave my head, eyebrows, face, my whole body, wax it all.
Anything for that Pokemon.
So yeah, that's all I got to highlight in what I've been playing this week. I am wanting to pick up No Man's Sky, but haven't because there's just so much
You'd
I have.
never be able to play it.
Yeah, there's so much I have to play still. Like I didn't get to play Splatoon at all this week, and I wanted to play some more of that. And I'm gearing up for Pokemon. Very excited for Pokemon. I think I will be dropping everything to play Pokemon.
That randomly reminded me. I forgot to ask. What other challenges do you need in Spelunky now?
I'm not actually sure. I don't know.
Because you got to be close to like getting all the achievements now, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty close. I think I've done all the like runs that you need to do. I think now it's just completing the
like the journal entries for everything. And we made it to the eggplant world, right? Or have you not done that yet?
Oh no, I need to beat Hundoon in a solo run. I haven't done that in a solo run.
Oh, it's a bummer. Good luck.
I mean, it's not too bad.
It's kind of bad.
If you got the right gear, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Well, with that, let's move to the next segment. But before we do, we got to tell you about our sponsor.
Yep. Support for Nintendo Pals is brought to you by Manscaped. You can do it.
Great Ether is it's time for you to pick up the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0.
Inside, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver deodorant for down under, the Crop Reviver toner, plus 2 free gifts: the Performance Boxer Briefs and the Shed Travel Bag.
Yes, and if you hurt yourself shaving with your regular old razor, you'll get no sympathy from me. You should have picked up the Lawnmower 4.0. Its ceramic blades reduce nicks and cuts in your most sensitive regions. This revolutionary tech is the best defense that you could get for your shaving experience.
And I fight for my friends, and that's why I recommend Manscaped's liquid formulations to all of my pals. You can use the Crop Cleanser to clean your body, the Crop Preserver to stay fresh, and the Crop Reviver to give a boost of freshness while you cast Ether. I feel like we were going to remove that and then didn't.
Prepare yourself,
because we ended up looking it up, and it's a skill move that you learn.
Oh yes,
not something
move.
you cast.
Yeah, not a
yeah.
spell.
We know a lot about Fire Emblem.
Yeah, we know a ton about Fire Emblem. Prepare yourself. You can get 20% off plus free shipping with our code NPALS at manscaped.com.
That's NPALS at manscaped.com.
Yeah, thanks so much to Manscaped for sponsoring. I do want to show off the products. I have them here just as a reminder that I use these. Like you can kind of see the gross hairs on that.
Yeah, don't look too close.
But I love the smells on these and use these products every day. Their deodorant is also really good. Smells really good. And it's aluminum free. Vegan. So I haven't tried eating it, but don't do that. Paraben free, dye free, cruelty free. It's like really well made products that work pretty good. I like them. I like them a lot. Yeah. Oh, and I love the Shed bag. This is like one of the nicest shave kit bags I've ever had. It's like really durable, good quality. So yeah, thanks so much to Manscaped for sponsoring this episode and for continue to sponsor with us. We appreciate anybody checking out their stuff and supporting the channel and the show. All right. With that, let's move on to the Nintendo news. Alrighty, we got a lot of news to cover here, Micah. First off, Mario movie news. Keegan-Michael Key supposedly improvised a song as Toad in the new Mario movie. He shared this in an interview that he improv'd a song for it, and I'm guessing that him
assuming
sharing
it's
it
still in
means
there.
it's in the movie, yeah.
Yeah, I improv this song, but it was terrible, and no one liked it, so we didn't put it in the movie. Is what we left out.
What is it going to be? I'm gonna give you up. You know, like
that'd be incredible.
That'll be interesting. Because he definitely is doing a character voice for that. It is not. Does not sound like
yeah. I totally forgot he was Toad when I heard the trailer.
Yeah. So then there was all these articles spurring of, is this a musical? And what do you think, Micah? Do you think this is going to be like a musical animated film?
I mean, probably not really.
I could see it because of the target genre and the target audience and the genre. So this is an animated movie.
Do tend to be kind of musically inclined.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it would probably be along the lines of something like Frozen, which I would not classify as a full blown musical, but it has musical numbers. You know, it has their cash in song that they spend a whole bunch of money on and then make $1 bazillion with, and then one or two support character songs throughout the whole movie. Actually, I might be just completely flubbing this because how many songs are there in Frozen?
I'm really trying to think, and I can literally only think of one. Oh no, there's that cutting ice song at the very beginning, right? Singing about cutting the ice.
I don't know if that really counts as a song. I mean, it is a song, but it's not
does Trolls sing at some point?
Okay, yeah. There's Fixer Upper, Let It Go. Do you want to build a snowman?
Oh yeah.
And Olaf sings about
forgot that one.
Summertime. I think that's
true.
it.
Just 5 songs. I bet there's so many more.
Yeah. I should know. I listen to the soundtrack all the time.
Just because you like it?
No, because of my kids. No.
Apparently there are 8 songs.
Okay, well.
Wait a second.
Maybe it won't be that.
32.
I'm thinking along the lines there may be a couple, but I don't think it will be that will be the center point. It's not going to be Les Mis or something where it is completely focused on being musical pieces and moving from one musical piece to the next.
I feel like this song he improvised is just going to be him randomly singing while leading Mario through.
Yeah.
Yeah, something just random like that, and there might just be absolutely no other music.
Yeah.
Or songs like that.
Yeah.
But who knows?
But we all know Jack Black would be an incredible Bowser singer.
Guaranteed.
So yeah, that's that.
And speaking of that, if you play No Man's Sky on the Switch before November 7th, you can collect a free ship named Horizon Vector NX. And it's got a blue and red Joy-Con kind of color scheme to it.
Yeah, it kind of looks Joy-Con-ish. It's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, when I first glanced at it, I actually thought it was just a really weird controller charging port that someone has slid Joy-Con onto.
It's super cool. I'm like, well, I need to get
now. You got to get it before November 7th.
Yeah, because I want that ship. It's pretty neat. So, yeah, Um, uh, hope. Yeah, Horizon. Not Horizon. That's the wrong game. No Man's Sky looks super fun. I'm excited to try it out and get into the multiplayer.
Yeah, it
I
seems like
think
one
you
of
and I.
those games I could spend way too much time on is the problem. And that's
Yeah,
why I'm a little hesitant to buy it.
yeah, yeah. 100%, 100%. Um, well, you may be hesitant to buy that game, but you know what? People aren't hesitant to buy NSO. Nintendo made nearly $1 billion from Nintendo Switch Online services.
Which seems like a lot.
Yeah, that's
I assume
billion.
that's
That's a
not
billion.
I'm assuming that's not just straight profit, but I also don't know how much they
It
spend to like
costs.
maintain and whatnot and like
Yeah,
add
yeah.
games.
No, this
It
is
doesn't seem like
definitely
it'd be that much, but who knows? Maybe it costs 0.9 billion to run all that.
yeah. Who knows on that
If
front?
it
But
does cost 0.9 billion, they need to make things a lot more efficient, I assume.
this to me is really cool. I was pretty excited to see this news because I am one of the few like NSO sympathizers in the online space. I feel like you and I and this podcast are the least upset about NSO its existence and its quality. Where it's just I'm constantly complaining. Anytime NSO releases anything, it's just floods of complaints. And
Even after
then
that Pilot Wings trailer, I feel like no one
I
can
don't know.
complain about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure once Pilot Wings is out, which it should
It
be.
is. Wait, what's the date? It's the 13th or something, right? Yeah, it came out like yesterday, wasn't it?
Never mind, it came out. It came out. So I haven't seen anything complaining about it, but it's no Ocarina of Time water. You know what I'm saying? Which I mean, granted, a lot of the criticisms are valid. I'm not trying to downplay anybody's thoughts on that, but I feel like you and I tend to focus more on like it's cheap.
Especially if you have one of them family plans.
It works pretty good and has access to a pretty big library. Um, would I prefer to have that access through other means? Probably. I would like to be able to purchase games that I like and don't want. I don't like relying on a service like this because if the service gets shut down, which it will, it then you won't have access to that anymore. But you bet your bottom dollar they'll have another way to play it after that, and you won't even be playing it anymore. Like that's the thing. It's like by the time the service gets shut down, we'll be like two systems in the future.
Yeah. Plus, I can buy like one or two cheaper virtual console games for the same price that I pay for NSO for the entire year.
Forget the whole library. Yeah. So anyway, that's not where I was trying to go with this. Where I was going with this is that I am hopeful that because it has made so much money, they're going to put more stock into it and really make sure that the library gets updates with new games, maybe new systems. They have untapped libraries with Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. They could move up to GameCube. Like there's a lot of potential.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
They did
kind
the
of hoping
Sega
the same thing.
Genesis. They did Sega Genesis. So I like, who's to say we're not going to get like Atari or some like random other system? You know?
I mean, but if they do Atari, they'd have to add ET.
Yeah.
I feel like that game can't possibly be as bad as everyone has said.
Killed the market, man. Killed the video game crash. E.T.
Are you sure it wasn't Mies?
Yeah, it wasn't me. That was the second crash.
I think that the first crash was caused by someone suggesting Mies behind the scenes.
Mies killed the Wii U, according to Nintendo. You know, that's not true. I don't know. We don't know that. We're just speculating. Yeah, that's that news item. $1 billion NSO.
Yep, and we're getting some new Splatoon 3 amiibos on November 11th.
Yeah, those got a release date. So that's cool.
I don't actually know what they look like. I haven't looked up what they actually are yet.
The amiibos are not dead. They continue to come out fairly regularly. we had like that period of time at the start of the Switch lifespan where amiibos, it was like Wii U to Switch, and it was like so many amiibos, and they were kind of overdone. But now it feels like they release them pretty good cadence.
Yeah.
As a collector, you can be
now
like,
it's
oh,
possible to actually get most of them potentially.
Yeah.
Although this small fry one coming out looks fantastic.
It does. I don't know how to transition to a firmware update, but that's what's next in the news docket. Nintendo Switch firmware 15.0 released on October 10th. So the big changes here are that the location of the Bluetooth audio menu within system settings has moved, and screenshots can be taken using the capture button while in the Nintendo Switch Online application found on the Nintendo Switch home menu, which you couldn't do previously. Video capture is not supported there, though. I don't know. That's a note that they make. And then besides that, general system stability improvements to enhance the user experience. Yeah. Mute Dog in chat says he's still collecting all the amiibos. Right on. I'm like, if you have the full collection, it is so cool looking. We have several people in the community that have collected most of the amiibos. Obviously, not all, because there's those like crazy rare ones, like the gold one,
yeah,
one of a kind.
That doesn't count.
But it's so cool. It's a really nice display piece, and excited to see that stay alive, but not be overdone. So, yeah. Mutog's planning on doing a short video presentation. Nice. That'll be cool. Take a look at the collection. So check out Mute Dog on YouTube. Shout out Mute Dog the Gamer.
Yep. So, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet announced a new Pokemon and gym leader through a video called Guess Iono's Partner Pokemon.
I don't even know if that's how you pronounce her name. That's how I was pronouncing
idea.
it too. Iono is what I said. Could be.
I thought it was an L at first, to be honest, and then I realized it was just a capital I.
Yeah.
It always gets me. But she teased and then introduced Bellabolt, and she is an electric gym leader in the Lavincia gym.
Yep.
I really should have
and she's
pronunciation checked.
She's a streamer. She's a streamer. She's an influencer. And her partner Pokemon is essentially a Squishmallow.
Yeah,
it feels very on point with
fake eyeballs.
With fake eyeballs. Yeah, so if you didn't watch the trailer, the intro to this episode is her intro to her show, the Iono Corner, something like that.
In case anyone was really confused.
Anyone was confused by why I was shouting like a maniac about being caught in my your eyes
capturing
are mine.
People's eyeballs.
It's the weirdest line. Like, just like, your eyes are mine. That's horrifying. That is not something I ever want to be told by anyone. Caught in my electro web.
Especially bad if they have a spoon.
She was so happy about it. How do you feel about this character, Michael? And how do you feel about the Pokemon as well?
It feels like a classical Japanese anime character. Like the over the top style of that. But I do like the Pokemon, kind of. It's fake eyeballs. Confuse me. Why are they a thing? But it is a pretty interesting looking Pokemon. So
yeah, I think it's like a defense mechanism. So he can sleep, and then predators coming up will think, "Oh no, that's awake and watching me. I'm not going to attack that." But I don't know. It's like butterflies that have like the big eyeball patterns, you know.
Actually, it's pretending it's not a prey. It's pretending to be a prey with the eyes on the side, but it's actually a predator with its forward-facing eyes.
Yeah, and then it zaps you with its electro belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I like Belly Bolt. See if it evolves into anything. What would it evolve into? I don't know. A bigger Belly Bolt.
Belly Bolton.
Belly Bolton.
And it just turns into a belly button, essentially, from a belly. I don't know. I got nothing.
Maybe it's already evolved. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I kind of dislike, but I also kind of love her design. It's like over the top and crazy, and she's kind of insane, but
She has some wild lines.
But she's pretty entertaining. You know, it's the classic streamer. I saw a post on Twitter that was like, "I can't wait to see what she does to get canceled." Which is super funny. But yeah, what's with her teeth? Why does she have pointy teeth?
I'm assuming they're fake, or she potentially just sharpens them, I guess.
Yeah. It's wild. Who knows what? But yeah, showed also we got a trailer of gameplay for the gym battle, and it didn't look anything new, crazy about it. I am enjoying the music that they've had in the trailers and stuff so far. I'm just hopeful because the trailers haven't shown a lot of sound effects. I'm just hopeful that there's more sound design than just the music. There will be, right? Like there has to be sound effects and stuff, because the trailers feel oddly quiet with just having music playing in the background. Again, I was talking to you about this before we started recording. Like, I would love for there to be voice acting in these games. I think that it would really.
And I think voice acting is unnecessary.
Yeah, I think it would be a really big benefit to the series and the immersion. Not that that it's going to be that immersive of an experience. I just want Iono to scream at me about how my eyeballs are hers.
And to save scenes in your brain space.
Yeah.
Like, you don't remember the exact line.
Save this scene in your brain space forever. And then she's like... she like laughs super evil. She seems incredibly vain. Incredibly vain. But what streamer isn't, you know? I guess you. Me, on the other hand. As the AI pointed out in our game this week.
Yeah, we're real though.
We had a okay, so for context for people listening. We're playing on stream over at twitch.tv/Nintendo_pals. Check it out. It's awesome. We are playing an AI-based adventure game where we're on a Pokemon journey. And at the very end of the like episode or the stream that we did, we went shopping, and my character was like, I
suggested like a shirt to you.
Yeah, no, I'm like, shut up, I know what I want. And then like that is what the AI generated for that I said. And then it was like he put on the shirt and felt and looked incredibly handsome. And then it has me talk and say, I look so handsome. I was like, wow, okay.
It knew us, like, it knew our personalities just spot on. It knew my personality spot on. Listen, it kept bringing up Meowstick, and I was like, I can't believe it's Meowstick again. And then it went on to say, like, Micah was very frustrated and furious. I was like, yes. Yes.
Yes. Oh, man. Yeah. Napsy asks, is that on the VOD? Yeah, you can check out the VOD on Twitch, and the VOD will go up to the VOD channel, and we'll have a YouTube version of that once we've finished the adventure. We've only done one. We've only gotten 2 gym badges. It's pretty fun game. Love that novel AI. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. Check out our stuff with that. Where were we going with this?
I don't remember where
we
this
are
came
like
from.
totally off track here. Oh, this was the news segment. That ends the news segment. That was the last bit of news. So with that, let's head over
it
to.
started with you admitting that you were a very vain person.
I'm not very vain. I'm super not vain.
And that sounds kind of like what a vain person would say.
You got me. You got me there. Let's head to the next segment of our show. Let's visit our buddies, the Rumor Pikmin, in the Rumor Mill.
They're on vacation.
Hello. Oh. Well?
Or dead. But I just believe it's the vacation thing.
Let's head to the next segment. And let's talk in the Community Corner. We got a bunch of questions this week. The Community Corner is the community-led segment of the show where you, listener, can leave us questions, topics, or things you want us to cover. Like was done by the Magnificent King of Chat Rule, a.k.a. Presto the Magnificent, who asks, what was the best game that came out in 1994?
So what do you think was the best game, Andros?
Because
I know you know so right away.
There's just so many good ones.
Why?
What did you pick, Micah?
Well, I think I gotta go with Super Metroid. But I do have to give an honorable mention to Earthworm Jim. That game is also fantastic.
Man, there's so many good games.
What about
you?
No,
they're like legitimately. There's so many good games in '94.
Shaq Fu.
Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. I love that game. Unironically, that was a super fun one. We played it a bunch as a kid. You got The Lion King, Earthbound, Star Tropics 2,
Super Noah's Ark 3D,
Super Punch Out. Okay, so here's I'm gonna give some honorable mentions here. Definitely give an honorable mention to Donkey Kong 94. This is on behalf of the community. I have not played it myself, but have seen gameplay of it. It is super fun. Continuation of the classic game. So it's like the classic game of Donkey Kong, but with a bunch more new levels. Really cool. Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World Combo Cart. So you've got the Mario All-Stars collection and Mario World. That is amazing. A fantastic deal.
I also have to give shout outs to The Lion King. And I think The Jungle Book came out as well.
My pick is going to be Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country, best game from '94. While it has a little bit of jankiness to it by today's standards, it was pretty revolutionary. I remember it being revolutionary graphics-wise. Like, whoa, Donkey Kong in 3D? Whoa! But also just the music. I can't not pick it. That is like that is easy top 3 greatest soundtracks of all time. Donkey Kong Country.
Bold. I also have to mention NBA Jam.
Ooh.
Which brought us the incredible line of "He's on fire."
He's on fire!
And those incredible alley-oops. You could do.
Good one.
Plus, I believe you could make your own character, and you could make your own character. That's not thinking of the wrong game. And I'm pretty sure mine had the head of a chicken. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Napsy does things, asks question in chat. What the heck is Chat Rule? Chat Rule is an organization /nation made entirely up of Nintendo Pals chat. So you're actually a member of that, by being here in chat. For more explanation, check out our video on our YouTube channels. Twitch chat and pals invade Hyrule with artificial intelligence. More more context given there. Okay. So that was best game in 94. Do you think he'll ask what the best game of 95 was next?
I doubt it.
Yeah, who knows?
I mean,
Who knows? You can never know.
nothing he's
At
done
any point-
previously has made me think he would ask our
At
favorite
any
game
point,
in
it could end.
1995.
At any point, it could end. And we assume 2022, but then what about next year,
2023. Prime 4.
Who knows?
Favorite game.
Let's go. All right. Next question.
Actually, by the time it gets to 2023, will it be 2023? We're far enough out, right? I mean, not too far out? I said that so bad.
I think so, actually, yeah. I'm not going to do the math right now, but yeah, it should be, because it's still got 20 years to go. There's not 20 weeks left in the year. Is it? 30 years practically to go.
Yeah. So I think it will change, right?
Yeah, it should.
I don't even know what month October is. It's 10,
10th?
right? The 10th?
Yes.
Right on.
Yes.
I was have to think about these things a while.
Well, you get to ask the next question from Dragon Boy.
Well, speaking of asking the next question,
Good transition.
Dragon Boy asks, who is the best Impa from The Legend of Zelda? I assume that's what LOZ means.
All right. This is a good one.
I mean, there's only one obvious answer here. Hyrule Warriors.
What?
She's got these orange feathers.
What? What? Like Age of Calamity Hyrule Warriors?
Nah, the first one.
So, while I feel like I have a soft spot nostalgically for the Ocarina of Time Impa, she's really only there for like
she does nothing.
2 seconds of the overall game, and yeah, she doesn't come back. But I do like her design in that game. I think she looks cool, and the Hyrule Warriors one is essentially that
but
Impa's
way better.
design. But it's got to be a toss-up between Skyward Sword Impa and
Sword.
Breath of the Wild Impa.
Breath of the Wild, she's like 512.
Yes, but there's more context because you have her as a playable character in Age of Calamity. So you got young Impa there. And she's great in that game. I like her character design and her personality.
I guess I can almost respect that decision. There's a good
amount
of orange.
And I think she's technically in Breath of the Wild in the DLC. I think it's implied she's the one that takes the photograph at the end with the Sheikah slate.
I don't even remember what you're talking about. I would play it again and figure it out, but someone still has my copy of.
You'll get it back in a couple weeks, man. We'll give it back to you. But so yeah, it's between those two, and you don't remember the Skyward Sword Impa?
Oh no, of course I do. I
She's
just don't think she's that good. She's too thin.
Yeah, but she plays such a critical role in the plot.
I don't remember the plot.
I mean, do you remember the plot twist of who Impa is?
You.
Yeah, it was you the whole time. Spoilers for anybody that hasn't played Skyward Sword. Impa is the old lady that helps you with.
Of course, you got the teardrop thing. They both have it.
Yeah, the Gate of Time, and she's sitting there as old lady, and then you find out at the very end that it was Impa. Your dog's like shocked face. Just kidding. Already knew that. Well, yeah, good. It's not that like Impa seems to have, and so they kind of borrowed from that design for Breath of the Wild. You have the aged Impa that's kind of helping the heroes in the future. So there's that time. There's time travel-ish mechanics, but really it's just you were in stasis for 100 years. There's going to be time travel type stuff going on in this next game. Like, we've already seen it. Like, it's a mechanic. You can, like, turn back time. Dude, I wonder if that's going to be some,
say
like,
time travel, though.
Yeah. I wonder if that's going to be, like, a thing, though. You get, like, an ocarina and you go back to...
Maybe you prevent it all from happening.
Whoa. And then we have another
or
awful
realize
time
you
split.
caused it all along.
Another awful time split where the where the Zelda timeline splits into 5 different parts.
I hope you actually find out you are Ganondorf. You go back in time and realize you are him, and you turn into Calamity Ganon.
Dude, there's fan theories out there, man. I'll share them with you after. But yeah, there's fan theories out there that the hero depicted in the tapestry was actually Ganon.
Actually Ganon, yeah.
You've
I've heard a little bit about that one.
Because of the red, like, hair.
I mean, red hair is obviously Ganondorf.
Yeah. But they portray it like that was the hero. So it's like, oh, what's going on? So, like,
because if anyone has red hair, they have to be Ganondorf, right?
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean.
Well, he's also a huge dude in the tapestry.
People tend to embellish heroes, though. Just saying. I mean.
That's true. Thanks so much for the question, Dragon Boy. I hope we answered it. So if I have to pick between, I think I'll go with Breath of the Wild. I just really like her overall design. She was pretty funny in that game as well.
But which Impa would you least want to fight?
Probably Ocarina of Time Impa. Or Hyrule Warriors Impa.
Is it because she has all those, like, pointy...
She's scary looking. Yeah, she looks
all
like
those
she
pointy
could kill
polygon
me.
Parts?
Where...
Every part of her body is a sharp bladed weapon.
Yeah. But we got a bunch of people popping into chat. Welcome, Seven Bells. Welcome, Maddie Beth. Yeah, we.
I'm just sending you a picture of. I forgot what the Hyrule Warriors Impa, because I feel like this Impa could easily kill me, and they seem like they would enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
and that's why she's the best Impa, in my opinion. Bloodthirsty equals best.
Definitely. She has a very similar design to Ocarina of Time, but a lot of the characters in that game have, like, pretty Ocarina of Time-esque, like a modernized Ocarina of Time character design to him. So I'm gonna go with Breath of the Wild Impa. All right, the Falcon asks this next question. That Micah will read off because it's your turn, right?
False.
Oh no, it's my turn.
Impa was. How dare you?
My bad.
I could have done it, but it's the principle of the matter.
Yeah, 100%. What is your most proud gaming moment in your youth? For example, when you finished a game or got your first console or game, etc. What's your proudest moment, Micah?
Off the top of my head, I might have to say when I beat Echo the Dolphin.
Nice. That is genuinely impressive.
I need to play that game again. Maybe it's not as bad or as difficult, I should say, as I remember it being. But that I've heard from sources.
I've heard from sources that it's pretty bad.
How dare you? It's
that source
fantastic.
Being Nick, the person you made play.
What? Excuse me? I haven't heard anything yet, but I bet he's lying to you and he loves it.
And he better beat podcast. Oh man. So
is yours gonna be like you beating Plock back in your youth?
Shut up. It's a targeted attack.
The best ones are.
My proudest achievement from my youth. I mean, I was fairly young.
It's like when you're 22, getting all the achievements in Spelunky.
No, I was gonna say beating Lance in Pokemon Heart Gold. But it's probably, if I'm being really honest, like going back like youth, because that I would have been like high school age, I think.
That's youth enough.
Youth enough. But if I'm going even younger, it would probably be defeating the champion in Emerald and defeating Steven. It was like a bonus boss at
I
the
was
end.
like, who the heck is Steven?
He's the champion in Ruby and Sapphire, but Steven Stone, I believe his name.
Did you ever beat the was it in Brawl, like the boss rush on like the intense difficulty for that one achievement?
No, I didn't.
That also has to be at least an honorable mention now that I think about it, because that is brutal.
Yeah. Another one is that that tank game on
Oh
Wii
yeah,
Play.
Wii Play.
Yeah,
yeah.
Good. Beating that was like, yeah, let's go.
I just remember the last level being kind of disappointing. It's like a cool mechanic, but it's just so easy.
Yeah, it like needs to go further. Like,
yeah,
yeah. That's probably it for me. Those are probably my answers. I feel like the moments of hitting the like Hall of Fame in Pokemon are so rewarding, even if Pokemon is not necessarily that challenging. I had the hardest time fighting the Elite Four and Lance in Heart Gold. Like, I had to use I had to reset the champion battle like a ton of times, and I had to use all of my items, like my
couldn't
attack
you have bought
ups.
More?
I didn't. I
don't know if
grind.
I've ever used an attack up.
That's the thing. I didn't grind, so I didn't like overpower my Pokemon. I came in underleveled.
Yeah,
and so to me, it was a bigger achievement and a bigger accomplishment, and it felt way more rewarding when I won using a freaking Poliwrath with ice moves to fight his stinking Dragonites. Oh man, what a time that was! I don't remember anybody else in my party. I just remember Poliwrath. I think I had a
obviously
Charizard.
Poliwrath carried.
Yeah, Poliwrath did carry. Used all my rare candies to get him because I was like, I don't have anything for Dragon, because that at that stage in Pokemon there wasn't Fairy. There was no like,
Fairy's good against Dragon.
Yes, there was no good counter to Dragon besides Ice, and there's not a ton of Ice Pokemon in general. Even
you should have got a Dunsparce. I believe it can learn Ice Punch.
Dunsparce would have saved my bacon, and
it really would have. But to be fair, I think Dunsparce's stats are so bad that even though it's like super effective, it would have done as much damage as a regular attack.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Good to go down memory lane. Thank you, Falcon. Next question.
We got an assortment of questions by Mute Dog. The first one being, what is the best GameCube hardware color?
You're gonna have to go first. I don't know these off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, I essentially just know of like the classic blue, he's slightly purple. I don't actually know what color to call that. The orange and the black. And I mean, I do really like orange, so I might have to give it to that. But I do think just the classic color is so good. But I also like the black. Yeah. Yeah. But the question is it purple or is it blue?
They also have that like shiny Metroid Prime one. But that's really not
the
cool.
silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why that one doesn't really leap out to me.
I'm looking around. I'm trying to find good special edition. It's hard to tell, like,
I think
which ones are real.
Yeah.
And which ones are like fan made. This is where it started to go downhill, guys. Because GameCube, it had some variety of color, but not much by comparison to the N64. And then the Wii had like 4 color variants, and it was mostly
I
just
mostly just remember
white.
the white and black.
You could get black. There was a special red one for Mario, and then I remember a light blue one. I don't know what that was for. Did this green one ever release? I see it in like promo material, but I don't see any actual instances of it. I think it's just like that orange, purple, black. Yeah, I think I gotta go with purple as well. It's just a good color. Good color. All right. Next question from you, Dog, is which do you guys prefer? Paper Mario or Mario and Luigi?
I think I gotta go with Paper Mario here. I haven't played very many Mario and Luigi games. It's part of the problem.
I've never played a Mario and Luigi game.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Is it because you hate Nintendo?
It's just because I didn't know they existed until the series was violently destroyed by Nintendo.
I think the only one I played was Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I feel like I might have actually played one other one, but I don't remember what it was called if I did.
Yeah, because it was on the Game Boy Advance first, right? Is that the first one? And then apparently on the DS. But like I
think I played mine on the DS.
I never heard of the series until like the 3DS era. And by that point it was kind of already on the way out. So that's about it.
I think Bowser's Inside Story that I played might be better than some of the newer Paper Marios, but I don't think it was quite as good to me as original Paper Mario.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Paper Mario just because that's. I mean, the question is which do you prefer? That's the one I played. So yeah, but I feel like they are so similar. It's like they are both evolutions of Mario RPG.
Yeah,
one was a handheld focused series, and the other was a console focused series until it went handheld, and then. But we don't talk about that one, so. I actually haven't played Sticker Star, so I don't know how terrible it is, but everything I have seen gameplay-wise and mechanics-wise, it just looks like a miss, you know? And I did play Color Splash and really didn't like Color Splash. I think it's gorgeous, but mechanically it's just atrociously boring, and
atrociously boring.
Yeah, like just like it is not fun to battle at all. It is so unfun, and they just completely got rid of the XP system. There's no point to even battling, so it's like just go around enemies. Doesn't matter. But then you're forced into story fights that just feel like they have no meat and no meaning. Yeah, so Napsy's like Napsy says I liked Color Splash more than Sticker Star, and. If that's the case, then I will definitely not like Sticker Star. But I should really find a copy and give it a shot before I smack on it, you know? I don't like to smack on things I haven't played. Except for Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah, it seems like you smack on Echo the Dolphin a lot.
I've played Echo the Dolphin.
You haven't played Echo the Dolphin.
It doesn't count unless you beat the whole game. You're one of those people.
You literally played like 37 seconds.
That's
and
not true.
Didn't realize you needed oxygen.
You're
a dolphin.
It was like
Dolphins
20 minutes.
Need oxygen.
It was like 20 minutes, man.
It was like 7 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Next question.
You didn't even make it out of the tutorial level. No offense, but like you were just getting into the game.
I was, yeah, and I'm. Listen.
Yeah.
Probably
Napsy timed it. You only played 1 minute and 37 seconds.
Napsy didn't time anything. He wasn't there. He doesn't know.
But speaking of not knowing, Meatdog goes on to ask, which is better, Gorons or Zoras?
Zoras.
What's wrong with you? It is obviously Gorons.
Oh, disgusting. No, I'm just kidding.
You sicken me. I will say I do like Gorons better in general, but Sidon Prince Sidon
Sidon's
is
a very heavy.
the best of both species.
I love
races.
the whole Zora species, tribe, race in Breath of the Wild. I think their design is really fun. I love the characters. But I also remember really liking them in Ocarina of Time and in Twilight Princess.
But what about the dancing in Ocarina of Time?
It's true. The Gorons, I probably put slightly more in Ocarina of Time. Twilight Princess, they're pretty even, but Breath of the Wild, it's heavily skewed for. I felt like the Gorons were a missed opportunity in Breath of the Wild. Like they were just kind of like, hey, we're a bunch of construction workers on a mountain. Like, hey, we work up here. I just felt like they didn't have much like culture. They just felt like they were there, you know? Not like Twilight Princess. The Goron Mountain had like this whole huge quest you had to do, and you got. Oh man, do you remember wrestling with Gorons? You have to like go learn the
sumo
secret technique, which is just weighted boots.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Man, that was such a fun moment.
Secret technique, cheating.
Yeah. But also in that same game, the Zora storyline was really interesting. You've got the prince that is found downstream, and you have to bring him back, and you get like the Zora armor. It's really cool.
Isn't there some like random Goron quest you do in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, you help Yunobo take out the divine beast on the volcano.
Oh no, not that one. That's some like side quest.
I'm sure there are.
I can't find anything about it, so I must have made it up.
I mean, you get them to go to Terrytown.
I thought I remembered some other sort of like wrestling thing.
I don't recall anything like that. There's like a Goron trio that you
the heat endurance trial? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
They have you like race to the top of a mountain using wind gusts, which is pretty fun. It's like a mini game you can do. Yeah. Sidon as a Goron? What would that even be? I do gotta say, what is the champion's name? Daruk. Daruk is really cool. I like Daruk's design a lot. But the real question is here: Gorons or Zoras or Ritos?
Goron.
You still go with Goron?
Flippin' Rivali taints all of
I thought you'd go with Rito because you're Wind Waker.
I probably would if it wasn't for Rivali.
Wait, there's not even Goron in Wind Waker, are there?
No, they don't even have Zora, yo. They have talking fish. Also, I looked up the quest I was talking about, and it's like the heat endurance, and you like walk through like a sumo ring that's on fire. And they're all wearing loincloths. That's why I thought of like the sumo wrestling.
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot about that. That's like, yeah, that's an interesting side quest.
Koroks. They're the best.
Koroks are the best.
Hands down.
I think I probably got to go with Koroks as well. Yeah. Okay. Last question. This one for me or for you?
I think it's your turn to read, probably.
Lastly, which Pikmin color is the best?
Just the white with the big red eyes.
I want to say blue, just because you can't accidentally drown them. Besides that, I don't really have a preference. So
What about the purple then? Because I'm just going based off of looks, but purple, they're real strong. They count as 10 Pikmin when carrying things.
That's true. Yeah, they're real beefy Pikmin, man. Yeah.
But I just like how
about the
kind
rock
of horrifying
Pikmin?
the white ones look. Yeah, the rock ones are cool. They're like almost like a metal.
Do you think we'll probably get new Pikmin in Pikmin 4?
They got to do all the elements now.
It's just a rainbow Pikmin. They've got an electric, fire, water.
Yeah, but they need to actually make them like
rock.
It's a fireball with a leaf sticking out of its head.
Rock. Purple is just
flying.
Big. And
purple is just sumo
flying.
wrestler.
And what's the white one's special thing?
They're like poison attacks or something.
Okay, so poison. They need fairy type.
Right. I think that's what the flying pink one. I'd consider that kind of fairy type.
It's kind of fairy-ish. What other Pokemon types are there? We don't have a dark Pikmin yet. It's just like black. Just a black Pikmin.
What eye color would it have?
I want to say red, but the white one has red eyes.
Yeah, so
would it
just
yellow?
Be blank white?
Oh, yeah.
No pupil. That or orange would be good.
That or orange. What would orange power be?
Oh, no, I was talking about the eyes.
Oh.
Orange eyes are cool. Also, an orange Pikmin would be cool. It'd be lava. It's slightly different from the fire immune ones.
I'm trying to think what other like elements there are. Because now I want to come up with a Pokemon type. I'm just gonna.
They don't have grass, but they all got the grass on their heads. So I feel like
you can't tap into that one.
Psychic. The head's just real big. Fighting, it's just really buff.
Ghost.
Kind of what the purple is.
They've already got the ghosts.
They do. 2 mini ghosts, depending on how good you are at the game.
Fighting? Did you say fighting?
Yeah. I feel like that kind of is the purple. Close enough to count it for
ice.
that. Yeah, ice is just cold water.
I feel like that's probably the most likely of all of these things. It'll do ice attacks and maybe can like freeze the water to make
the
bridges
rock
or
ones,
something.
Like dig. I could see some sort of digging thing where you throw and then like burrow a little bit and then pop up.
Are you talking like a mole? Like a third strongest mole?
Like the strongest mole.
Like the strongest mole. Nice. Alrighty. Well, that's all the questions. Did we pick you picked white.
White.
And
eyes.
I picked blue.
So they're real small and scary looking.
So with that, Micah, let's move on to the next segment of our show. As I prepare to sneeze, it didn't come. That's the worst.
Look into a bright light.
That didn't do anything. Let's go to the pal topic. Today's pal topic is a continuation of a question we got previously. What are your favorite Nintendo characters? We decided to very quickly scramble together a top 10 list of our favorite Nintendo characters. Each of us has our own list, and we will work from the back, number 10, all the way up to number 1 with our favorite characters. Starting with number 10. My number 10 is Captain Falcon.
Oh, he was very close to making it on my list, even though I have barely played any F-Zero games.
Yeah. I like his character design a lot. I do enjoy F-Zero, the ones I've played. And
remember when he was just a clone of Ganondorf, but faster? I mean, who knows who was the clone, but in Melee, they had like the exact same moveset.
Ganondorf's the clone. Captain Falcon was in the original, and Ganondorf was not.
Yeah, but was he?
Yes.
Or was that Ganondorf?
No. Who knows who came first? I
But which game came
what
first?
what absolutely boggles my mind. So like I think Sakurai's talked about the reasoning for that. I think Ganondorf was actually kind of a last minute addition, and so they built him off Captain Falcon's character as the base. But then after that, he became like his own full-fledged, his own full-fledged character. But because of that, in Melee, Ganondorf is crazy fast. like it just doesn't make any sense. It's kind of terrifying. Like when you see Ganondorf charging at you in Brawl Onward, I mean, he's slow, and he's like, oh man, that makes sense. But when you see something that big running, like sprinting full speed, that's terrifying.
If you want to talk about sprinting fast, they made Bowser fast.
Yes, they did.
He runs so fast compared to Brawl. I mean, everything was slightly slower in Brawl anyways, but Bowser's run in Brawl was also fantastic. I don't know why they decided it, but he just like grinds along the ground.
Do you see what's happening in chat right now? We have Maddie Beth is getting absolutely hammered by hackers. I wish we had like some sort of anti-hacking sponsor that we could throw up right now, but we don't. But yeah, Purple Riolu and her sister, everybody's on her accounts, all chatting as her. Welcome. Thanks for watching, everybody. I wonder if this counts as more than one viewer, or if it's just one viewer. It should. It counts in our hearts.
That's all that really matters.
Yeah. But Captain Falcon, I want to. So I derailed your thought to get back to Captain Falcon. I love his character design in all of the Smash Bros. Games. Show me your moves. And
such a good line.
Falcon punch, Falcon kick.
The knee of doom.
Man. The knee. Yeah,
I don't know what other people call it, but that's what it was called in my house.
He's just like so fit. He's not like He's not like a bodybuilder. He's got a pretty like thin frame.
He's like just a physical specimen.
Yeah,
that's
he's
lean.
Like just absolutely jacked in that in that skinny form. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Muscles on muscles. That's my number 10. What's your number 10, Micah?
My number 10 is I really like Boo's, and I decided I'll just go with King Boo because he's the biggest, the best. He's got a big crown. It's worth a whole bunch in Luigi's Mansion. So
you can get his crown as like a thing?
If you get all the Boos, you get the crown. No, he's just a fight, I'm pretty sure. He's actually like the main bad guy.
Yeah, he's the main
But
bad
if you
guy.
capture all the Boos, you just get an extra gem. But no, after you beat him, I'm pretty sure you get his crown.
You get his
crown. As money for how big your house is afterwards.
Nice. That's cool.
Plus, he's a great final boss possessing Bowser's decapitated body. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I haven't played original Luigi's Mansion, and I just saw that fight in some video somewhere, and I was like, what on earth?
It's wild.
It's horrifying. He, like, takes his head off, and, oh, man, that has to be scarring to children, for sure.
A great game.
A great game. Nice. King Boo. It's a good pick. Number 9. For me, it is none other than Pit from Kid Icarus. Specifically, Kid Icarus Uprising and
I think
Smash
that
Bros.
Choice is the Pits. Garbage.
He is just one of...
No offense.
Like as a character in Smash Bros, or like
kind of mostly design? From my experience in Smash Bros. I feel like he got better in Ultimate.
You didn't like him in Brawl?
Not particularly.
Oh, I liked him in Brawl. I thought we used him fairly frequently. Not like he wasn't like a main for us.
Whenever I used Pit, I would just spam the over B spinning attack. That'd be all I do.
Attack. And then they changed that to be like a really cool punch move.
Oh yeah.
No, just his character design.
I like that.
His character design is so... I love how they took a NES character and then modernized it. Like, what if he had games like Zelda and Mario have had for all this time? What would he look like now? And they just put that in for Brawl. Like, Sakurai basically brought this character back to life. and love his design, love his voice acting, and his personality is just so funny. Like, I think he's like falling out of the sky at some point, and he's like, "I never learned to read."
What?
And it is, I mean, he just is like one of the funniest characters, because he's so innocent, and like childlike, but in a adult-ish body. He's not really an adult, or like teen, but like has the mental capacity of like a 7-year-old, and it just works really in a really funny way, and the dynamic between him and Palutena. So I was like tempted to put Palutena on the list, but Pitt really makes that dynamic work. That's my number 9.
My number 9 is Professor Egad, also from Luigi's Mansion.
This is I'm surprised you're going out the gate with 2 characters from the same franchise.
That wasn't even my plan. I like just realized that that's what happened.
Egad.
But he's got some great lines. I wish I knew where the picture was. I take a picture of he like recommends some recipe to Luigi or something, and it's just wild and has like motor oil on it or something. It caught me so off guard.
Egad also makes Flood.
Yeah, I mean he's a technical genius. Makes the vacuum in Luigi's Mansion. I mean,
but
he makes a lot of things possible.
Have you seen the theory that he's
old?
He's kind of playing both sides, because he also makes the paintbrush that Bowser Jr. uses.
Yeah, but you could have done all sorts of good things with it.
I know, but Egad, is he like the weapon stealer of the Mushroom Kingdom? He doesn't play for... He doesn't work for anybody in particular. I mean, he was
doing more money selling to both sides.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was doing semi-sketchy stuff with
his stuff
with the Luigi's Mansion things before the events of the game, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'll help you out. I gotta catch all these ghosts that I was catching." You're like,
"Yeah,
it's kind of a little sketchy."
I found the quote, like the second half of it. It's some food it's pickled dandelions with the barnacles in a diesel marinade. Gosh, I said that. So I combined marmalade and
so
marinade.
when are we getting a Micah stream where you make that recipe?
I'll do that when I'm already on my deathbed, so that I can eat it and die.
Wow, horrible. Number 8. We'll swap. What's your number 8?
My number 8. I think you might be a little surprised he's so low down on this list, or maybe he's not even on your list at all. But Link.
Who? Wait, what?
Link
from
The Legend of Zelda. Actually, no, I take this back. I don't even want Link on my list. I'm going to change it to Tetra, because Tetra's the best Legend of Zelda character.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, Link's just kind of, except for in Wind Waker, I mean, and mostly he doesn't really have much of a personality, because you're supposed to like kind of put yourself in for that. So he doesn't stand out all that much.
Yeah, I guess it's true. Except
Wind
for
Waker,
Breath of the
Link
Wild,
is fantastic,
where he does have a personality. He's silent because he has so much pressure.
So much pressure, yeah. So much weight on his shoulders.
What an interesting a whole backstory they gave him in that game. And then he goes and beats up Ganon in nothing but his boxers, and can do that in 30 minutes. So, depending on who's playing.
Yeah.
Nice. My number 8 is Rosalina.
Bold.
And yeah, Rosalina is the best. Is the best Nintendo princess, and Luma. Well, that's a separate character. Oh no, not Luma, just Rosalina. Sorry, someone asked in chat. And Luma? Just because Smash Bros. Puts them as one character.
I mean, it does say Rosalina and Luma, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so they're separate characters. But yeah, I could go with Rosalina. I just Mario Galaxy, super fun. and she is definitely the best of the princesses. There's a reason she's in everything. She's a fan favorite. Everybody likes Rosalina.
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
I couldn't remember since we.
It's number 7. You can go.
Oh, and I didn't number my list.
Oh.
I should be able to just remember when I said last and move up one from that, but I couldn't for some reason. But Kirby is my number 7.
Oh, that's a good pick.
I mean, Kirby also doesn't really have necessarily too much personality.
Above Link. Kirby above Link. That's a bold
Link's
choice.
Not even here anymore. Apparently.
I know. Yeah. So
But
I mean, Kirby's well
his
above
ability
Link.
is also just so cool. I mean, who doesn't want a Kirby that can do the Ganondorf punch?
That's true. Kirby is just a cool character. He can be anything. My number 7. Shy Guy. Shy Guys?
No, there's only one.
There's only one. He's
a time traveler.
Shy Guy is just a character I always play as in Mario Kart. I love their voice and their design as like these like hooded little masked guys. But I think what really makes this character for me is the Paper Mario series. Shy Guys are always hilarious in Paper Mario. In the original, you got like the whole Shy Guys toy box with the big Shy Guy. You have to get the cake.
So like the gourmet Shy Guy.
Yeah. Oh man, that's why I gotta go with it. Number 6. I'll go first on this one. My number 6 is Wario.
Gross.
I love Wario.
Wario's only redeeming feature is in Smash Bros. He has a bike that you can run people over with. I just
like Wario as a character. I don't know what made me gravitate towards him as a character, but I think the first game appearance I saw of him was in Mario Kart 64. Because prior to that, he had only appeared in handheld games that I didn't get the chance to play, like the Mario Land series, and then like Wario Land. But something was just so appealing about the twirly villain mustache. He's like, as you pick him when in the character selection. He's just so fun. I don't know. Like I just love the over the top. Like it's Mario, but like over the top. You know, like okay, Mario likes to collect coins. Wario loves coins. You know, Mario's a little plump. Wario's huge. And
he's just big boned.
I just love that aspect of him as a character, and that he is the rival of Mario, but then not. He was like the enemy of Mario, and then like sort of just kind of, oh yeah, I'm just a rival. Interesting designs. How he went from it, like think about it this way: what if we all of a sudden had like games starring Bowser, like as you play as Bowser? That's essentially what Wario did.
That sounds awesome.
He went from being a Mario Land villain to like his own game, and then being his own character, and then now has his own franchise and series with WarioWare. I mean, it's pretty successful. Unlike some characters on my list, I'm sad are not.
I know who you're talking about.
Well, did you already give your number 6? What's your number 6?
My number 6 is Toad. Just for the voice, essentially.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Jababa!
Yeah, the Jababa song from, was it New Super Mario Bros? Like Wii U or something? Or
it's
Wii?
Not a song, he just says it. He's like,
yeah,
Jababa!
but we made it into a song.
Yeah, we did. Oh, man. Oh, what a time.
That was great.
Yeah, all the songs in Toad's voice. Oh, gosh. That was a time. And Toad's great. I like Toad.
I'm excited to see how high up on your list he is.
He's not on my list.
You traitor.
I'm a traitor. You know who is on my list, though? At number 5, Diddy Kong. I had to put a Kong on the list, and Diddy Kong's probably my favorite of the Kongs.
It's because you have a jetpack.
And a cool hat.
An acorn shooting gun.
Yeah. Acorn? Peanut.
They're secretly acorns. Mutant acorns. You heard it here first.
His
in
peanut
disguise.
Apparently the only thing that can make Andros laugh is Toad's voice. That's not true. That shouldn't have got me. It was old so fast.
It really wasn't. It was great the whole time.
I should have gotten Micah with it. I just didn't think to retaliate with that.
Rookie mistake.
But yeah, I like Diddy Kong a lot. I'm trying to think of other Kongs. Funky Kong's also pretty cool. I mean, it's like his whole thing. He's like, I'm cool. I'm Funky
the cool Kong.
And DK, it varies on his design. How much I like DK, but Diddy always looks good in every game he's in. So there you go. That's my number 5. What's your number 5?
Rosalina.
Oh!
Yep, Rosalina is definitely the best Mario princess.
I'm surprised. This is the one we had crossover on the list for. Because we haven't had any other characters that have been the same.
Yeah, but now that I took Link off my list, that won't be crossing over unless you don't even have Link on your list. You might surprise me.
I might surprise you. I think I'm going to surprise you with my next one. But yeah, Rosalina.
Great. All the reasons you said, essentially. So, plus, she's real tall. So that's cool, I guess.
Yeah. Micah likes a tall princess. That's what we're learning. Speaking of tall princess, this is not related. My number 4 is none other than Brock from Pokemon.
That doesn't count.
It does count.
It really doesn't.
It counts.
It really doesn't. Nope.
I made this list. I can make it how I want. It's
doesn't
my top
count.
10.
He's not a Nintendo character.
He is a Nintendo character.
No, he's a Pokemon Company character.
Which is, Pokemon is like a subsidiary of Nintendo. That's like saying that, let's see who on our list could not be a Nintendo character so far. That Kirby isn't a Nintendo character because he's owned by HAL.
But HAL is Nintendo.
That is not true. You're so bogus, man. You use the worst logic.
That is great logic.
Brock. And this is influenced for sure by the anime Brock, but I love his design in the games.
The drying pan?
Oh, man, that's a good line. I love his design in the games as well because it's so contrary to what he is in the anime. Except on occasion, they have accurately portrayed Brock in the anime as he is in the games, which is just an absolutely ripped gym leader.
He takes his shirt off, and you're like, what the what? He's like,
that's why they call me Brock the Rock. And I just love that. I love that he's like this shirtless, jacked rock Pokemon trainer in the first game, and then in the second game, he is like he looks like you like your older brother that went to college. You know, he wears like a sweater and is like way more toned down and chill, and it's just he's just such a good character design, man. I just love Brock.
So much that you cheated and put him on this list.
You're so full of it. I mean, I didn't include Pokemon because where do you draw the line? You know, where do you draw the line there?
I mean, if you can include Brock, you can include Pokemon.
Well, maybe next time we do a top 10 list, it'll be a top 10 favorite Pokemon.
I
Have
think
we done
did
that before?
Yeah, I feel like we've done that.
Yeah,
We at least picked our dream team of Pokemon. So 6.
Yeah. So there you have it. Well, that dream team wasn't necessarily my favorite Pokemon, though.
What? Why wouldn't your dream team be your favorite Pokemon?
Well, because Dream Team, it's all about that typing and balancing, even though I picked all fire types.
What are you talking about? Are you insane? You had literally the worst balancing.
That's not true. I had all fire, plus some firefighting, fire flying,
bad balancing,
and water rock.
You had water rock.
Yeah, I mean, my team was pretty much solid. Let's move on. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Ganondorf.
Yeah, Ganondorf was really close to being on my list. He's not on here, man.
But instead you cheated and you added
Brock. Yeah, I can't believe you're calling that cheating.
You put Brock above Ganondorf?
Heck yeah, I did. Absolutely zero regrets. Why do you have to come here and smash my list? I'm not doing anything like that to your list.
Your list is wrong. I only did it once you added in Brock.
It's my favorite Nintendo characters, not your favorite Nintendo characters. It's mine.
Count. Brock doesn't count as a Nintendo character. I will die on this hill.
This is the wrong hill to die on.
Shut up. I know what I want.
Oh man. Someone pointed out in chat, Brock never opens his eyes. That's also, I mean, that's a classic meme. We see Brock, how Brock sees us, and it's just like
two really small.
I mean, Brock in the anime is just such an iconic character. I mean, he is like the defining sit on the sidelines of the battle and explain what all the moves are character. He's like, oh, they're using water pulse. Water pulse does confusion. This is bad. Ash is definitely like it's like he is like that side commentary character, and a family man. He was the dad when his dad left. Like he took on the responsibilities.
Like 10 siblings or something.
Yeah, that all look like him. And then you've got he wants to be a breeder, so he's like really caring and nice Pokemon. He's a bit of a wannabe womanizer. What do you even call that? A failure?
I think it still counts. I guess what's the definition for a womanizer? You can still be a failure of a womanizer, right?
Yeah, he's very. But I feel like.
No, I guess maybe not.
I think in later seasons he does get into a relationship, and from there he is stable. He doesn't do that around.
About time.
Yeah, it's good for him. Anyway, where are we? Why did we get back on Brock? What was your 4? I've already forgotten. Ganondorf.
Ganondorf, yeah.
Why Ganondorf?
Because he's awesome.
True. Which Ganondorf's your favorite?
Not Ocarina of Time, obviously.
I do like Ocarina of Time's design. His comically large nose. And he's just jacked. Like absolutely ripped.
I do kind of, I'm a little partial to Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Ganondorf.
He's not jacked in Wind Waker.
We don't really know. It's like flowing robes. It's kind of hard to see what he looks like.
He's a big bellied Ganon. He swapped that 6-pack.
He's barrel chested.
Yeah, he swapped that 6-pack for a keg. You know.
I mean, his whole body is big.
Yeah.
You don't quite know what's going on under there.
Yeah.
But based off solely looks, I gotta say, actually, the Smash Ultimate version of Ocarina of Time looks real good.
So not Ocarina of Time, but Ocarina of Time.
Absolutely no. Their rendition,
their
new and improved with some changes.
That look, it's okay. It's okay to say that look is cool.
No, that look is
without
terrible.
supporting the game.
but they change it up and make it good.
I mean, they did modernize him. I like Twilight Princess Ganondorf a lot. That Ganondorf is freaking like what do they call it? Metal. Like, oh yeah, he's so intense. He like rips the sword out of his chest and kills someone with it. Like, you're like, oh dang, this guy's intense. Yeah, he's definitely the scariest one to me. Alrighty, well, let's move on to number 3. What's your number 3?
That is a good question. My number 3 is Samus.
Nice. A little surprised. Well, actually, I'm not super surprised because I think I know what the top is.
You might be surprised. You might be surprised.
Might be surprised. I think I know what your next 2 are. But I don't want to like tell you them. But you'll just have to take my word for it if I guess them right. Okay.
Sure.
Samus. Why is Samus one of your favorite characters?
Because of the Metroid games are awesome.
Okay.
She's like, I'm going to murder all these things. And I'm going to look like I'm barely even paying attention to what I'm doing while I do it. I'm only employing 7% of my brain power and physicality to get out of these situations.
Plus, she's tall. And we learned previously that Micah likes the tall female characters. The only 2 on your list so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I haven't given my number 3. Number 3. Prepare yourself. It's Ike. Ike's my number 3. I just love Ike's design.
You better not have a Wii Fit Trainer as your number 2.
I've never played his Fire Emblem game, but I want to so badly because I love his Smash Bros. Character so much. I love his character design. I really liked his interactions in the story of Brawl. He's just so cool, man. I'm just like, oh, I want to be this guy. He's cool. He's got a two-handed sword.
His friends.
He's
Incredible.
got a two-handed sword, and he uses one hand to swing that bad boy around. He's like he's so like strong, but he doesn't look grotesquely muscular.
He's Cloud strong.
Yeah.
And that he shouldn't be that strong.
Yeah, like,
but Cloud's taken to the next level.
That's true. Oh man. Yep. So there you go. He fights for his friends.
Nice.
Number 3. My number 2 is Waluigi. Oh yeah. Waluigi is the best Mario character, hands down. For me. Maybe not for you, but for many out there, Waluigi
I don't know
is
how to
a
say
hero.
Many. Not percentage-wise, at least.
We should conduct a poll.
It depends. How many criminals are there? Because then he might be a hero to many of them.
He's not a criminal. You can get off that hill as well.
Waluigi is 100% a criminal.
Brock doesn't count as a character. Waluigi's a criminal. And Ganondorf's Ocarina of Time design is bad, but I do like it if it's in Smash Bros.
They improve it in Smash Bros.
You're so full of...
They improve it in Smash Bros.
Somebody in chat back me up on how ridiculous this is. I cannot believe you're saying these things. But Waluigi's great. I love Waluigi. I mean, he's tall, which I know you love that tall. I like purple, and for the same reasons that I love Wario, being this opposite yet exaggerated form of Wario, Waluigi even more so, because I love I'm a big fan of Luigi as well. Luigi didn't make it onto my list because Waluigi topped him. But like, most people look at Mario and Luigi definitely has more character and personality. And I think that as well for Wario and Waluigi. I love Waluigi's personality and character. He's just such a cool design, and he just exists as a reflection of a reflection, which is just so cool. He fills a void. Like, that void had to be filled. And thank goodness they didn't fill it with Wario's a Wario-esque princess. That was what they were thinking of doing before going with Waluigi. We could live in a world
to not
where
having to have Waluigi.
So close to having Bowsette as a character instead of Waluigi, and I think the right call was made. Daisy. Oh no, Waluigi. I don't want to talk about it anymore because I don't want to hear any defamation from the party.
He's a criminal.
My side, but I think he can do no wrong in my eyes. He's just too perfect. I don't know what it is I like about Waluigi and Wario so much. They've got cool mustaches. They're just goofy.
I don't know if you know this, but Waluigi's name literally means bad Luigi.
Yeah.
Bad
Luigi. Like, cool bad.
Like,
bad
he's a villain.
To the bone.
A criminal.
Yeah. He's cool. It's cool bad. Go ahead with your number 2.
My number 2 is the original Luigi.
Oh, I
guessed wrong. Psychotic Waluigi.
I guessed wrong. That's hilarious that we have Luigi and Waluigi as our number 2s. I thought you were gonna say Isaac. Oh man,
I was close, but I was like, he's more of a Nintendo character than Brock, but I feel like he didn't quite make the cut.
Whatever.
He's like 80% more of a Nintendo character than Brock, but I still felt like it didn't count enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see who would have been on my list.
Where would he be if he was on your list?
Somewhere.
Number 2, probably.
He would have been pretty high up, probably.
Yeah. Luigi's awesome.
Yeah.
I think he deserves that spot. I think that is a fair place to put Luigi. I especially love that Luigi has just always had more personality. He started as, not always, because he started as literally a palette swap.
Yeah.
Of Mario. And then from the N64 onward, they're like, Waluigi's going to be kind of
what Ouija?
He's gonna be kind of not Waluigi. Luigi is gonna be kind of a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like they gave him such an over the top design in Smash Bros. By comparison to Mario. He was not just a swap of Mario.
Yeah, his moves are so like weird, unorthodox. And in Brawl,
and they get even
final
weirder.
Smash is like some negative realm, like negative bubble. What
that he accesses by dancing of all things for him to do.
Yeah, that was wild. I don't know who thought of that.
And then they made his character have his own distinct personality in Paper Mario as well. And then through the Mario Luigi, and he just sort of developed into being this like way cooler and much more personality character than Mario.
Yeah.
And Mario,
I do find it weird that Mario's probably not on either of our top 10s.
That's because he's not. I mean, he's
a little boring. No
he's
offense.
just bland. Yeah. I mean, he is the vessel to experience the game, but he has no himself has no Krispy Kreme qualities. Maybe this will change with the movie. Chris Pratt.
Could be.
We leave it to you. Turn this around. Get Mario on our lists. Alrighty. You want to go first with your number one?
Oh, of course. My number one is a guy that is often over there. It is Dunban over there. He is easily the best Nintendo character, obviously.
It's not Yoshi?
No, of course not. It's definitely Dunban.
It's definitely
over
Dunban.
there.
Okay.
It's Dunban.
No, it's not really Dunban.
That's Dunban over there. No, I'll
but
give
that
my true...
that was a great spot to put that joke. I loved it. That was probably the best joke ever told on this show.
Not a high bar, probably. Though.
Not a high bar. Most of them are from you. So.
But my true number one is Yoshi.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's often overlooked. Yoshi is so great. He's a species. He's also a single character that has the name of his species. It's just great. That's like having a child and being like, yeah, this is my child. Name is Human. Gotta love Human. He's a human. But yeah, Yoshi's great. I like Yoshi a lot. Pop quiz. Yoshi's first appearance was what game?
Dr. Mario.
I don't actually know. I'm just quizzing you. I'm pretty sure it's Super Mario World.
Are you sure it's not Dr. Mario?
First appearance of Yoshi. Let me just. Yeah, Super Mario World.
Oh, what is this? Waluigi has apparently been repeatedly convicted of criminal stupidity. Just saying.
What does that?
I'm
what
still
does that
looking.
even mean?
It means he's a criminal and he's stupid and he gets caught.
Criminal stupidity. He's convicted of that. That has to be fake. Whatever you're reading isn't. What are you reading? Wikipedia. Anybody could change that. You probably changed it.
Anything wiki. I don't know what this is. Anything. He's
Listen.
Also apparently a bad tasting and often poisonous kind of English muffin. I don't know what this site is.
That site doesn't know anything, man. None of that's canon. I mean, just look at how stylish everything that Waluigi is in. He's so stylish.
The only good thing about Waluigi is his golf outfit and Super Rush.
It's so good. And also his character design in every Strikers game is so great. So good. So good. Okay, my number one is Link.
That's gotta be, right?
Yeah. I mean, a sort of a boring pick, but I felt like I like Link the best out of all Nintendo characters. Admittedly, he doesn't have as strong of a personality or presence as basically every other character on this list, but I just love the series so much. And
we're not basing it on the series, though.
But I'm basing it off my experience with the character and just like so many hours
fair, I suppose,
with this character. And I do feel like he has personality. And it varies game to game, you know? Wind Waker, he definitely has a lot of personality in that game. Breath of the Wild,
very expressive with their giant eyeballs.
Breath of the Wild, I love how much into Wind Waker they tap into it. He is so animated and has the most voice acting lines out of any of the Links ever.
How true is that? How many lines does he have?
It's a crazy number. I cannot remember.
Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
I don't remember him ever saying anything.
No. When I say voice acting lines, I meant like sounds, like noises.
But he doesn't have any legit lines, correct?
He doesn't have that in any game.
Which means Wind Waker is the game with the most words.
Yeah, because he goes, "Come on!"
Oh, yeah. He also says meow.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't even remember why. You're like, you meow for some reason.
There's some statistic somewhere that I saw where it was like just insane how much more voice acting clips, like the sound files for Link and the different noises that he can make in Breath of the Wild versus every other Zelda game. And yeah, gotta love those grunts and hi-yahs. Yeah, and then, I mean, he's just relatable. He likes to sleep. I like to sleep. Always running late to things because he sleeps in. That's me. That's me to a T. Yep. And he wears green, my favorite color. Except for in Breath of the Wild, primarily wears blue.
You can dye things to be whatever color you want.
You can't dye the champion's tunic, can you? I don't think you can.
Nobody knows.
But haven't tried. I don't think you can. But yeah, love Link. He's great. Great character. So there you have it. That's our top 10 favorite Nintendo characters. Were any of your favorite characters on this list? Let us know in the comments section if you're watching this on YouTube, or hit us up on Twitter or Discord or any of those other social media platforms, because we're on all the socials. If you'd like to follow us, you can check us out at Twitter. We're at Nintendo Pals. We are also on TikTok and Instagram at Nintendo Pals Podcast. And we're on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. We have 3 YouTube channels. We have our Nintendo Pals main channel, the Nintendo Pals Podcast channel, which is where you can watch the video version of the podcast and see our live reactions to content, and the VOD channel, which is made up of full Twitch streams that we have done, and then we put them out there on the VOD channel. Our main channel is dedicated to gaming challenges and gaming related videos. Those are like top tier, high quality content. I pour so much time into editing those, and Micah and I pour a ton of time into recording those and planning for those. So yeah, please check that out if you haven't already. Please subscribe over there if you haven't already, as we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers so that we can monetize our videos. Because guess what? They show ads even if we don't have the ability to monetize. So that's so lame. We can't. It's not like the ads are off until we hit 1,000 subscribers. No, they're still showing ads. We just don't get to see any of the
multitude of pennies that we'd potentially be getting.
Yeah. I mean, those videos are doing pretty well by comparison to anything else we've ever made. Those are getting a lot of traction. So thanks to everybody for your support and helping us out. We want to grow as creators in all of these channels. We want to be streamers, YouTubers, podcasters, all the like. We really enjoy making Nintendo content and want to keep doing that. So any support you can give us, please do. Speaking of support, we've got a Patreon. Patreon.com/NintendoPals. Where for as little as $3 a month, you can support the show, have early access to the show, and some sweet bonuses behind the scenes. At the top tier, you get your name on the wall, you get an emote in Discord, and everyone gets to be a part of the Patreon Pokerap, which is a special musical number performed by us where we rap our thanks to our Patreon supporters and shout you out. So let's get to it right now. Here's the Patreon Pokerap.
We gotta rap some Patreon.
You just do the singing. I'll take care of the hard part.
Let's get it on.
We want to be the best that ever was. And shout out our pals over on Patreon.
LPD, Rizzle, Retrologic Day, U-Dog Gamer, Slim, Tor, Spattershan, Solo, Something, Brian, Little Miss 7, and Cosmic.
Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon.
K-Man Katina, Third Strongest One, Tim the Nintendo Daddle, and Seth Sturgill, Monkey Thunder, Purple Yoda, Dat Fast John, and Lava Plays 2.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon. Let's get 150 or more. Yeah, please be a Patreon. Though that is your destiny.
Thank y'all so much for listening, and we'll talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye.